Alrighty, this is not a usual video for me. This is not something I normally do, but I figured this needs to be done because a lot of people keep having issues with getting this mod working. I personally have had a lot of issues myself, and I think there needs to be some sort of video up that helps people out. So let's go ahead and show you guys how to do it. Alright, so I'm going to do a full display capture so that way it's easier for everybody to see what's going on here. Alrighty, so first things first, what you want to do is you want to go into your game right here. Now, the easiest and best way to do this is to just go ahead and wipe all the files. I do know that a lot of people like to mod this game. You may have residual mod files left over that are causing issues with the chaos mod working. Personally, I would just go ahead and wipe the files, uninstall the game, and reinstall the game. We're going to go ahead and do this here. I'm going to go ahead and do it everything in real time so that way you see exactly how I did it myself and get it working myself. So what you go ahead and do is you go ahead and click on the little cog setting, you go to installed files, hit browse, and then once you see all the Red Dead files, you just go ahead and highlight them all, hit delete, boom. Alright, then I go ahead and close out of this, close out of that. You're going to go ahead and uninstall the game real quick. Should almost instantly do it because there's no files for it to really uninstall. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to install our game again, and we're going to go ahead and let that install. And one important thing I want to note while you are waiting for that to install is you're going to want to go ahead and go to your Twitch. Now, one of the most important things is when you are doing this, like if you're affiliated with Twitch already or if not, is you want to make sure that you don't have this connection already. So if you already have attempted this, you went through the steps that the GitHub gives you, and you're going to go ahead and go here, and you're going to look for RDR2 or Chaos Mod RDR. So if you see this, you're going to look for this Chaos Mod RDR. You're going to go ahead and disconnect that. Yes, disconnect. Now, the Twitch OAuth token generator, don't worry about that. You don't need to worry about disconnecting it, reconnecting it, or anything like that. The main thing was just having to make sure that you're starting from scratch. Okay, so you make sure you disconnect that. You go ahead and reinstall your game, and you should be good. Now that we're waiting, this is going to be the place where you get the mod from. It's going to be the GitHub that I go to get the mod. I'm sure it's going to, anything else that you do for RDR Chaos Mod, it's going to link you straight to this GitHub anyways. So the first thing we're going to do while we're waiting for our game to download is we're going to do a fresh install of the script hook. So you can go ahead, click this. Be careful not to click anything else on this dang page. You know, freaking ads sending you places that are going to cause you to have issues. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and download the latest version. Now don't click anything else. It should just automatically pop up here in the corner saying that you downloaded the file. And then you're going to go ahead and let's get back to the GitHub. Now the next thing you want to do is follow the next step saying to download the latest mod version from the release page. So you go ahead and click releases page and it will take you here. Now be careful, a lot of people have been making the mistake to go ahead and just click this right here. People have been clicking here, getting confused. All you're going to be doing is going right to where it says assets. If this is for some reason not showing, you just click this little arrow and it shows the drop down for it. You're only going to be downloading the Chaos Mod RDR 121 zip. So you just click that and it will automatically download in the corner. Alrighty, so now that you got that prepared, we can go back to the main page again. Alright, so now that you have those files downloaded, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to either right click this or open it, however you guys do it, it doesn't matter. Then you're going to want to go to your downloads. So depending on your software, if you're on Windows 11, it's usually pretty easy now to unzip folder. You don't really need 7-zip or anything like that to unzip a folder. All you do is just click on it and then you hit extract all. And then wherever you want to put it, you can change that if you'd like. I just extract it directly into the download folder itself. And then boom, there's the files we need. And then we go ahead and do the same thing to the script hook. Extract all, extract, boom, we got what we need. So now that we got these files ready, I'm just going to wait for the game to finish installing, and we will go forward with putting them into the game files.
Is done downloading. I might be as worn out as my dick after codeine. I'll wait here all damn day for this game to download so I can play. This shit just ain't going my way. Only 3 gigabytes, but yeah, my PC acts like it died. drinking on my beer. How much longer must I wait, my dear? 6 beers deep, I'm about to sleep. This download ain't gonna be done till the end of this year. Only 3 gigabytes, but yet my PC acts like it died. Brand fucking new, it ain't got no excuse. Maybe it needs some more whiskey like me.
Alrighty, now that the game is done downloading, what we gotta do is we're gonna go ahead to the manage right here. You're gonna go manage, browse local files, and you will see all your files are reinstalled now. Now that that is good to go to your download folder. Once you're at your download folder, what we'll do is we will start with the script hook. So just go ahead and click on the script hook that you already unzipped. You can read the README, it's up to you. So what you got to do here is you go into bin. You're going to grab these 3 files. You don't necessarily need the native trainer ASI, but just for the sake of installing the mod, the base game installed with nothing else, I would just recommend doing it this way. So what you're going to go ahead and do is take all 3 of these files and you're just going to drop them in here. You're just going to drop them straight into the directory where the game files are. You're not going to put them in any files. You're not going to do anything special with that. You're just going to do that and be done. Now next, you're going to go ahead and go to your downloads again, and you're going to go and grab the Chaos mod. So all you got to do with the Chaos mod is you go inside of it, you grab the Chaos mod ASI and the folder, and you just drop them directly in the main directory as well. So you'll see they're in this main directory. So after you have everything done like that, the next thing you want to do is you're going to go ahead and open the Chaos mod, and you're going to go into the config. Now, to open the config, you are going to need a program like Notepad++, so make sure you do have a Notepad++ program downloaded or installed, or some sort of, program that lets you open and read files. So, I will link a Notepad++ link to the website to download it. If you want the link for that, I will have it posted down below. I will have links for everything else, including the Notepad++ and everything I had to do and all the websites as well, linked in this below, so that way you guys will have everything you need. So, once you're done with all that, you open up the file with Notepad++. You're going to only do one thing here. You're just going to go to where it says Twitch, double click that, and type in true. Now, once you click that, you see that it's true. All you're going to do is a simple file and save. Now, once that is completed, all you do is go ahead and exit the file. You're going to go ahead and close out of this and close out of this. We don't need any more files open at all. So all we got to do next is we're going to go ahead and launch the game. So once your game is launched, you're going to wait till you get into the story mode. So you need to make sure you load into a single player game first before you do anything else here, okay? So once the game is loaded, which takes sometimes a century. All right, so once you get in game, go ahead and get out all that nonsense. All you got to do, jump straight into story mode. Whether you have to start a new game, that's fine. You may actually have to wait till you can get to a point where you can control your character, so keep that in mind if you do start a new game. You just need to get to a point where you can actually control your character would be the most important way to make sure this doesn't mess up too. I think you could do it beforehand too. I did it before myself, but to activate the mod, you still need to be actually in control of the character. So keep that in mind. It would be easier to test if you already somewhere like past the first couple cutscenes in the game and you're actually in control of your character. Now, if you do already have an already loaded save, you can continue off that as well. It does work mid-game adding this mod. I so far have not had any issues. All right. So now that we're in game, before hitting any other buttons, do not touch F7. Do not do anything. Just straight go to the website. Okay. So we're gonna go straight back to GitHub. You're gonna see visit this link. So now what you're gonna do is click this link. It's gonna take you to a page here to authorize. And you're going to just go ahead and authorize it. And you'll see just a tiny little OK in the top left of the screen. That lets you know that everything's good to go. So you can just go ahead and close out of this. And you can go ahead and head back to your game. And when you press F7, everything should be good to go. And you should have no issues. So let's go ahead and hit F7. Boom. Chaos mod is enabled. Now, next step I'm going to show you is how to enable your Twitch voting screen. This part's actually very, very simple. It's probably the easiest thing you can do. So for the sake of Arthur not getting beat to hell, we're just going to go ahead and turn off the chaos mod just to be safe. So what you want to go ahead and do now is, if you're using OBS or something of the sorts, like, Streamlabs or something like that, and you do not need to go to live, you do not need to go live to test this at all. All you need to do is be able to have your chat accessible. So, like, even though you're offline, you just need to have some way to type into your chat. You could do it on your phone. You could do it through OBS or whatever your streaming service you're using. What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and go back to the GitHub. And you're going to see just below the Twitch integration, there's going to be the Twitch poll overlay. It's very simple. All you got to do is copy the URL that's right here on the GitHub. You're going to copy it. You're going to go back to OBS, and I will show you this in real time. You're just going to have to go and hit the plus sign. You're going to go ahead to create a browser source. You can name it whatever you want. Just go ahead and hit OK after you're done naming it. And right where it says URL, you're just going to wipe that out and replace it with that specific URL. Now, this is all going to be user preference, the width, the height, all that nonsense. You can make it whatever size you want. Doing the resize from here is a lot easier. You could also resize it just by grabbing the box and resizing it that way. But that is completely up to user preference. What you really want to make sure you do is click the refresh browser when scene becomes active, because it does like to mess up every now and then, and this is not a guarantee that it's going to refresh it, but it does help. So what you do after you click that box is you go ahead and hit OK, and you will see a little chat box pop up in the corner or wherever you want to put the screen. So you could resize it with a box, you can make it smaller, bigger, doesn't matter. Just for this purpose, I'm going to make it huge, just so that way you guys can see like what I'm doing necessarily. I do already have this set up on my own end. I have it resized, put on the other side, and all that stuff like that. So I will bring that one up as well. I know this is kind of looking kind of messy, but I just want to make sure you guys can see everything. If I do it in game capture, you won't fully see the whole perspective. So all you got to do is enable your overlay chat. Now, once you see your overlay chat is popping up, it says votes 1, 2, 3, 4 with a bunch of blanks. You're going to want to go back into game. You're going to want to go ahead and hit F7 to enable the mod. And then you're going to go ahead, and this is almost a given every time you want to start your chaos, or if it ever messes up on you, just go ahead and double click on the new browser you made. Go all the way to the bottom and just hit this blue button that says refresh cache of current page. Boom, hit that. And for instance, you see how my other one's not showing right now? Boom, popped up. See how you see 1, 2, 3, and 4. Spawn vampire for 1, teleport to random location for 2, and so on. So for instance, let's spawn the vampire. We'll see if it works. Boom. See how the vote went through? That means that your chat will be able to vote, and they will be able to spawn that effect. We'll go back into the game just so you guys can see what it looks like when, chat activates the effect. So the streamer will not be able to see the effects that is being chosen by the chat, but they will be able to see exactly what you spawned in afterwards. So if you look on the top right, you'll see spawn vampire. So they'll be able to see the effects that you did pick, but they won't be able to see what you're choosing. So it's going to be more, in my way, exciting for the streamer, I think, because you don't get like a heads-up perspective of what's going on unless you're running 2 screens. Well, me personally, I'm not running 2 screens, so for me, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't get that heads-up warning. So, anyways, set your timer to whatever you want in the config file. Modify it that way. Like I usually do about maybe 30 seconds, just that way it's a little bit faster. Right now, its base is set 45 seconds. But I feel like personally, just modifying to whatever your liking is, you can make it shorter, longer, however you feel. But after you do all that, the game should work fine for you, and you should be good to go. Well, I do hope that this does help a lot of you guys and gals that are going through this issue, and I hope to God that if you are going through this issue right now or having this issue in the nearby future, that you do find this video. I really do appreciate everybody that does check it out, and always feel welcome to join the Discord. I will post all the links in the description below, so make sure you guys stop by if you need some help, just want to say hey, or want to be part of the community. I always welcome everybody, and I'm always open to conversation and everything like that. Active every day in the Discord, so just make sure you stop by. Much love, and I will smell y'all later. Good night, guys. Bye, everybody. And good luck. I'm doing pretty damn good, thank you. Good night, everybody.